Hey guys, it's Pat, and in this video we're going to talk about Kendrick Lamar saying that the only way to be the best rapper in the world is to write your own raps. And he said that in the newest Rolling Stone. He was talking about the only way to be the greatest rapper of all time, the GOAT in hip-hop, is to write your own raps. And if you don't write your own raps, if you don't have lyricism, if you're using ghostwriters, then you can't be the greatest rapper in the world. And so obviously he's talking about Drake and other rappers. And so I wanted to see, this is a live video, this is part of our live video series, and I wanted to kind of see your opinion on this. What do you guys think about ghostwriting? What do you think about, writing your own raps? Do you guys want to use ghostwriters? Do you want to be able to write your own raps? And at the end of and then in the middle of this video and a little bit later, we're going to talk about some tips that you can use to write your own raps. So, if you're someone who wants to write your own raps, these are some tips that you can use to write your own raps so that you don't need a ghostwriter. All right. So, yeah. So Drake and Kendrick have been, I guess beefing a lot. They used to be cool, then they weren't cool, and then it came out that Drake was using ghostwriters, and everybody went crazy about that. Drake gets a lot of flack. I actually like both of these rappers a lot. I like Drake, I like Kendrick. I like that Drake does melodic rapping. I like that he kind of does singing. I like that he mostly does love songs. I'm into love songs. I love Kendrick's skill. Kendrick's an amazing rapper, obviously super talented. And but there's been a lot of issue, a lot of talking about ghostwriting versus writing your own raps. And if you do ghostwriting, are you a real rapper? There's a lot of questions about that. And I want to see what you guys think. So if you guys, you guys can leave live comments on this, and we can talk about it. But in my opinion, I grew up always thinking that, yeah, you have to write your own raps to be considered, a very respected rapper, especially in pure hip hop, especially in underground hip hop. And more pop culture, for pop songs like Backstreet Boys and, Justin Bieber and Usher. Those guys, they don't need to write their own songs because it's pop. It's more about selling records than it is about, just crafting lyrics and, delving deep inside and expressing yourself that way. There are amazing songwriters that will write songs for them and kind of are really good at speaking the words of someone else. They sit with the person. A lot of times ghostwriters will sit with the artist and they'll hear about their story and then they'll make a song for them. Right, so David Itlas said, you can use a ghostwriter, but don't claim you're the best if you do. So it sounds like David Itlas, I'm not sure if I'm saying your last name right, but it sounds like David agrees with Kendrick that if you're using a kind then you cannot be considered the best rapper of all time. And so yeah, I kind of agree. I have to agree. There are ways that anybody can write their own raps, and the best way for people to be able to write their own raps is with freestyling. Kendrick Lamar is an amazing lyricist. He writes all of his own lyrics, and it's because he's also an amazing freestyler, and he's learned how to unlock that part of the brain and to be able to freestyle. And any artist who knows how to get in creative flow can easily come up with their own lyrics, because freestyling, you can make a whole song with just freestyling. You can freestyle line by line and write songs that way like Lil Wayne does. But the main thing I think that helps people write their own lyrics is freestyling. And for artists who are kind of too much in their head, maybe they're too perfectionist, I don't know about Drake. I don't know his writing process, but for artists who are too perfectionist, it makes it hard to write their own raps. So, yeah. So for you guys, it sounds like you guys think that you need to be able to write your own raps to be able to make songs, and I agree. I totally agree with that. So. The other thing is yeah, so it's like any artist who knows how to freestyle will be able to write their own raps. This Drake beef and a lot of these beefs about ghostwriting, I think ghostwriting has always been around. Like Ice Cube wrote raps for Eazy-E, and you know, a lot of artists, a lot of big rappers have, like Nas, even Nas had raps written for him. Nas is one of the best lyricists in the world, and he had rappers kind of help him with songs. You know, I think Jay-Z's written raps for other people. It's always been around in hip-hop. It's always been around in hip-hop since the beginning of time, because it's, you know, for the music business, obviously, they need to sell records, and so ghostwriting has always been there. But if you're someone who wants to write your own songs, and maybe you're a perfectionist, maybe you overthink things, and you want your songs to be really good, but you don't want to pay thousands of dollars for a ghostwriter, then I really recommend freestyling with, you know, with the right method. You know, learning how to freestyle with the right method that'll help you learn fast. I have a method called the limitless flow method that helps you kind of get into a creative mind state where, you know, you're able to freestyle rap really easily so that you can write your own songs. You can make full songs with just your freestyles. And the key to making full songs with just your freestyles is to focus on something that really means a lot to you. Like for me, if I want to make, my freestyles won't be good unless I'm really in the mood. Like if I'm really bummed out about a girl not liking me, or just really bummed out about something romantic. Usually for me it's romantic, or if I'm pissed off about something, then it's easy for me to like press record, maybe do 4 takes where I just freestyle over a whole beat, and then most of that could be like a song, just right there, that could be a song. There's a singer, R&B singer named Jen Aiko. She'll do complete verses, just all freestyle, and just leave it, and that'll be a record. Like Lil Wayne will do that, Jay-Z does that sometimes, where you just freestyling. A lot of the newer artists will just do all freestyles, like Designer will do all freestyles sometimes. Ray Schremer, they'll do all freestyles. XX Tentacion, they'll do all freestyles. They'll do a combination of writing and freestyling. So yeah, freestyling is great for helping you come up with the choruses, coming up with the melodies, coming up with your verses. So I think that's the best focus for anyone who wants to start rapping, wants to start writing their own songs. The best way to learn is to learn how to improvise. Learn how to improvise. And that's why I teach improvisation so much. I'm so hardcore about freestyling, is because, you know, it helped me write songs. You know, so yeah, again, if you don't know me, my name's Pat Para. I should have introduced myself. My name's Pat Para. I use freestyling to write songs in all different kinds of genres, like guitar, music, hip hop, all different kinds of genres, because when you're in that creative flow, when you know how to freestyle, then you can write lyrics for any kind of genre. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions about freestyling or about ghostwriting, if you guys have anything to say. But yeah, thanks for being on with me. It's pretty much all I wanted to say, is that, you know, a lot of people have been talking about this ghostwriting thing, but people haven't really been giving solutions about how these artists can become great writers. Because there are methods out there for them to become great writers. It seems that, like, a lot of times people don't want to take the time to write, because writing can take long. You have to sit there and write songs. But for the people who write amazing raps, like Kendrick Lamar, you know, A$AP Rocky actually writes all his own raps, and he's really good at freestyling. He's comfortable freestyling. You know, Tyler, the Creator, Joey Badass, you know, they write all of their own raps. And they're also really great at freestyling. They're comfortable freestyling. They're comfortable being in that creative flow. And the more you freestyle, the more you're comfortable being in a creative flow, where when you sit down to write and you focus on the freestyling, instead of just worrying about everything you're saying, trying to make it perfect, you just freestyle, you keep freestyling until you come up with something you like, put that down, freestyle, come up with something you like, put that down, and that is probably the best way to write songs. And if you want help with freestyling, I do have my course below. It makes it super simple. You can start freestyling, start getting in the flow. It takes like 5 minutes to get in the flow with that. So yeah, so that's all I wanted to say about freestyling. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna open it up for like a Q&A right now if you guys wanna ask anything about freestyling or ghostwriting. But I think that's all I wanted to say about that. So another thing is, if you have trouble making choruses, freestyling is really great for that, because you just kind of improvise. Hey, what's up, Ecto Lecto? How you doing? Cool. Yeah. So freestyling also helps you write choruses. A lot of people ask like how to write choruses. You know, when you're doing freestyling to come up with melodies, you know, you're gonna come up with more melodies. And another element of freestyling is when you're able to freestyle, some people have a block because they're not feeling connected to the beat, or maybe they're so stuck on what they want to say that they're not connecting to the music, and maybe the music and their vocals are clashing. But when you learn how to let go and just start freestyling, not worrying about it being perfect, then you start to have this feeling of being one with the beat, and that's what you want. You want your kind of voice and your flow to feel like an instrument. Okay, Ecto Lecto asks, hey homie, do you like foreign rap? I make French rap, I'm from Paris. Oh yeah, I love French rap. I would love to hear your raps. Definitely send me some raps. For me, I mostly listen to flow. I like flow and delivery and the emotion. And even if I don't understand everything that you're saying, I appreciate it because I really like the flow. And I feel like a lot of foreign rappers are probably a lot more talented even than Kendrick Lamar, are spitting faster, crazier flows. But I just don't understand what they're saying. And maybe the Latin languages, can sound better. Okay, Ecto Lecto recommends listen to Les Sages Poetas de la Rue. I'm not sure if I've heard that, but I will definitely check that out because, yeah, I love French rap, Spanish rap. I love Spanish rap. A lot of the Latin languages sound really cool when it comes to just the rhythms and the flow patterns. Like they're so fast and they're very musical. So yeah, I love that. All right, guys, if you guys don't have any other questions, oh, they're strictly old school because today I'm sick of this trap trend. Oh, okay, you don't like trap. Okay, that's cool. I feel you. But yeah, you guys have any more questions about music or freestyling or writing songs? Again, if you guys want to write your own songs, the best way to do it is to first learn how to freestyle. It'll make songwriting so much easier for you. If you learn how to freestyle, it's the first step. Like, I started out, yeah, go ahead and ask any questions. I started out just writing, but I realized I wasn't working on my flow, I wasn't working on my delivery, and it took me forever to write. Once I started freestyling, it kind of helped me break through, being able to express myself a lot more clear, a lot faster, and just kind of made things a lot better. Okay, we have a question. It says, I feel like I can freestyle about random stuff kind of good, but it's hard for me to write a song about something or come up with ideas or topics for songs and write a whole song about it. Okay, that's a great question. I'm gonna answer this question first, and then I'll get to another question. So I'm gonna read it one more time. I feel like I can freestyle about random stuff kinda, but it's hard for me to write a song about something or come up with ideas or topics for songs and write a whole song about it. Okay, so for me, my first instinct is to say that if you are writing a song, the best way to kind of get into a flow is first find a beat that you like. It's best to find a beat that kind of matches whatever mood you're in. And the best way to write a song is to basically what I do is, I use music, as healing, right, as expression. So I'll usually find something that's bothering me, and I'll start writing about that. So the more something is bothering you, the more likely you're gonna have a lot to say about it. And think about what's going on right now. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if you think it's not hip hop enough. It could be like you ran out of cereal. It could be like you stubbed your toe. You could write a whole song about stubbing your toe and describing the couch and describing the pain. It doesn't matter what it is. The easiest way to write music is to write something that's very present for you right now. That's why when artists get depressed, like Adele, when she got broken up with, she made a whole album about getting broken up with because it was so present for her. Her heart was broken. So if your heart's broken, then that is a good time to be writing music. But you can also write stuff from, stuff that you're inspired by, that you're happy. If you're really in love with a girl and it just makes you happy, you could write about that. Depends on what you want to do. But the main thing is to, it sounds maybe cheesy, but you look in your heart, what's going on right now? What are the emotions? Because when you get out of your head and you focus on the emotions, that's when things flow. When you're too much in your head thinking about, oh, I really want this song to be good. I want to make a dope song. I want to impress my friends. I really want everyone to like it. I want to make something that I won't get dissed on. Then that's when, the songwriting can feel blocked. When you can feel blocked and when it doesn't flow. So the best way to make things flow is to try to just get into your feelings and just start rapping about your feelings, about what's going on for you right now. So, and I'll give you guys a couple examples. Like, for me, like, I was really in love with this hot Asian girl, so I made a song called Hot Asian Girl. You know, I feel like she dissed me, she kind of ghosted me, stopped talking to me. I was bummed out about it, so I wrote a song about that. And, you know, it's just stuff like that. Anything that's very present, it's going on right now for you, anything that you're feeling right now, then you can write songs about that. And the cool thing is about emotions, like music is emotion, right? You're gonna catch, the more emotion, whether it's angry, whether it's sad, whether it's happy, whatever the emotion is, the more you connect with that emotion, the easier it will be to write songs. And yeah, the cool thing about emotions is that they're always changing. So every day you're gonna have new material. Like maybe one day you'll feel sad, one day you'll feel happy, and you can write albums depending on whatever your emotion is at that time. All right, there are some more questions. I really like that answer. I really like that question, so that's why I went kind of long on that. I'm gonna see what other questions we have here. All right, let's see. When you rapped about tough times, like back when you used to get punked in your childhood by bitch-ass bullies, how did you manage as a teen to rap about it with your parents listening to it? Okay, so this kind of like talk about censorship in rapping. Like, so how are you able to rap about things, and when you're worried about your parents listening to it? Well, you know, you don't need to be sharing your music with your parents. You don't need to be making for me, my parents are very open, so I was not embarrassed to say whatever. My parents already knew that I was weird, and you know, they already think I'm crazy, so I didn't really care. And I think it's funny if I offend my parents. I just thought it was funny, but so I wasn't really worried about that. But you have to remember, when you're writing for yourself. You don't need to worry about who's, unless they're going in your room and reading your notebook or reading your phone. You don't really need to worry about who's reading it or who's listening to it during the writing process. The most important part is to express whatever it is. You know, if you need to swear, if you need to say crazy stuff, it's way better to rap about how you feel like killing someone than it is to actually kill someone. So for me, music is a safe place to express everything. Okay, so you're saying, yeah, but I mean, that's my pride. I don't want them to hear me looking like a fucking bitch back then. You don't want your parents to think you were a bitch. Okay. I understand. So one thing you can do, you could have a different rap name. Like, you could publish your music under a rap name that maybe your parents can find. You can create a SoundCloud and a YouTube account where you have a different rap name. So that's how you can get away with, like, recording your music, and maybe just don't play it for your parents. I don't understand, unless maybe, I'm not really sure what the situation is. If you guys, like, maybe some people are in a situation where they live in the same room as their parents. Okay, so maybe your parents are really overprotective and they're already listening to your music, so you have to be careful. Well, what I would do is, they already know your YouTube channel. Well, create a new YouTube channel. It's easy to create a new channel. Bro, you wouldn't say shit, but you said bitch. Yeah, dude, it's hard not to swear. I'm trying not to swear, but you guys are swearing a lot, so I'm trying to read what you says. Okay, no, they're just curious. Okay, well, yeah, you can your parents are worried about you. It's good that your parents are concerned. Maybe you can have a talk with your parents and talk about why you're making music, and you can just basically say that, hey parents, would you rather me kill someone, or would you rather me just rap about it and express my anger, or express my happiness, or express my sadness? I'd rather, because music is about expression. The more you express about it, the more light you feel. So it's a healing thing. So no matter what you're talking about, no matter how crazy, like, I've had my grandma listen to some raps, or my mom, and saying that my raps were too perverted and stuff like that. I can get really perverted and dark. Like, in the streets I'm really nice, but then I have a perverted side that comes out in my music. It tends to be kind of sexual, and I get in trouble for that, for my parents. And, like, we had to talk about it. It's just like, yo, I need to express whatever I'm feeling. I need to feel free. For me, it's very important to feel free to express whatever you want, Okay, I'd rather prefer that they hear me killing punk-ass teachers. What? Yeah, try not to kill anyone, but putting it in music is fine. Just like rap battling, like rappers will talk about killing guys and stuff. But if you put it in music, it's fine, as long as you don't like do it in real life, just expressing yourself. All right, so let me see. I think I missed the question. Let me go back. What is your opinion about Logic? Logic is tight. Logic is great at freestyling. Logic is really talented. I don't connect with his music as much. You know, it's not really like his lyrics. I don't really relate to it as much as other rappers. But I think Logic is super talented. He's obviously a great rapper. He's a great marketer. He's great. He's really talented. Super talented. You can't deny his talent. So I think that's the main thing. You guys want to be undeniably great, and he is undeniably a great rapper. I just personally am not that into it. I feel like I could freestyle about randoms. Okay, it's hard for me to write a song. Okay, I think I answered that. Hey, did I answer your question about writing a song? Did that make sense about, it makes it easier, a lot easier to write a song when you're focusing on your emotions. Your emotions are always changing from day to day, but like when you're having like an intense happy feeling or an intense sad feeling, or maybe you're having an intense feeling of just not feeling anything, you know, you could rap about that. Usually it's best to do that. What time is it there? LOL. What time is it? I think it's like 7 o'clock. Oh, it's 4:37 a.m. in France. Oh, crazy. Yeah, I think it's like maybe like 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. here. Oh, this is cool. We got people from France, from the... Ectolecto, where are you from? Wait, Ectolecto is from France? Wait, Ectolecto, where are you from? Oh yeah, you're from France. David Itlas, where are you from? What'd you think about Ugly God's freestyle over a country beat? I haven't heard it. I saw his freestyle on the thing. I wasn't really that impressed. NC, baby. So I'm gonna assume that's North Carolina, right? North Carolina? NC, I have some friends from North Carolina. North Carolina's tight. I wanna go there. It seems really pretty. Okay, what I think about Ugly God? Okay, yes sir, that's what's up. Cool. Michigan, now Florida. Okay, sick. I think David Itlas, you're in my program, so that's awesome. I think you're in my program. Baby, rep the king in New York. All right. Yeah, Ugly God. I wasn't that impressed with his freshman raps. The only rapper I liked on the freshman was like XXS Tentacion. I liked him. He was different. And I like Amine. Amine is a very talented rapper from Portland. I thought those two were the most interesting to me. The other rappers, I thought was not good. Not good. Not good enunciation. You know, they were off. I wasn't feeling it. But yeah. Let's see, what else we got? Yeah, XXL, yeah, you said XXL was mostly trash. I agree, you know, I don't want to say that out loud sometimes, but I agree, I wasn't really feeling it. Compared to like years like when Eminem and Mos Def were doing XXL, man, this shit is not good. Not good. Okay, just like that, when you're freestyling, are you mixing written stuff with some rhymes you find on the spot? You know, both freestyling and writing work very well together. Like if you are writing a lot and you're freestyling, you know, you're gonna kind of maybe pull from different areas. You're gonna get better at rhyming, but yeah, that's cool. If you do that, like it definitely helps. Both freestyling will help your writtens and writtens will help your freestyling, because the more you do it, it helps you get in touch with stuff. It's trash. The country freestyle was trash too, but it was funny, and Ugly God admits his music is trash. That's tight. Hey, with people like A$AP Rocky, he freestyles a lot, and he's not that good at it, but he freestyles a lot. And I think that's why he's able to make so much music, because he freestyles a lot. But A$AP Rocky admits that he's not that good at freestyling. Freestyling's not really about being perfect at freestyling. Freestyling is a tool. I see freestyling more as a tool to help you write better songs and write your own lyrics. What do you think about NF? I've seen NF. I've seen like a couple videos. One of my students really liked NF, so I checked it out, and he's very talented. I think he definitely speaks to a certain generation. I'm old, but I think NF's super talented. He's a really great rapper. He has great delivery, great enunciation, great flow. He really cares about delivering his raps clean, so that's awesome. Where do you find your first beat makers, or even your first colleague rappers? Basically, okay, here's a tip. Here's a tip for finding beat makers. The best way to find beat makers is to first go on YouTube, find a bunch of beats you like, you know, other people's beats, and it could be like famous beats. Like I like DJ Premier beats. and write, freestyle, record on these songs, put them out on SoundCloud, put them out on YouTube for free, because starting out, I would just rap on other people's beats, unless you have friends that make beats, unless you have friends already that make beats. But if you don't have friends that make beats, rap on pro beats that make you sound good, that you really like, that you're really feeling, and put that out on SoundCloud, and that will be like your business card. That way you can start to hit up producers. You can start to hit up producers, and they can hear you, and they can be like, oh, okay, I like your stuff. You're gonna start attracting producers. Instead of you having to go out and search for stuff, you can start attracting producers because they see that you're rapping. Ecto Lecto, you're already on YouTube, and you want to connect with more beat makers. Well, then the best thing to do is just go on SoundCloud and just find beat makers you like, smaller beat makers that don't have that many followers, and hit them up and share your music a little bit and tell them you want to work with them. All right, Seth Frady says, when I write, do I need to write without a beat and find a beat to fit with it, or write to a beat? This is a good question, and I'm glad you asked that, because I think a big mistake is when you don't write to a beat. If you want your rap to sound good and sound like it goes with the beat, it's best to have the beat first and write to the beat fresh. That will always sound better, because you're gonna make it fit specifically to that beat, to that tempo, and it's a lot easier to make sure that your writtens are fitting the beat nice, and the melodies are fitting. Like if you're writing melodies, if you're adding a melodic element into your verses, it's best to find the beat first and write to that beat instead of writing first. Writing first is a great practice, but if you really want your songs to feel like they're one with the beat and feel like it's part of the music, I really recommend having the beat first and writing to that. Let me see, there's another question. Have you heard of Puya? He's pretty lyrical compared to the rappers now, and he has a flow like Bone Thugs, and he frequently raps about bitches, so you would probably like him. Good call. I do like songs about women, love songs. I like that. Puya, you know what? Dude, I'm gonna have to check that out. Already that song called P-O-U-Y-A. I will check that out. Puya is cool. What are some other rappers you like? For me, rappers who write, obviously Kendrick Lamar is a great writer. A$AP Rock, not A$AP Rocky, but A$AP Rock is an amazing lyricist. Old Slug is a lyricist. My favorite rapper is Slick Rick. I think he's an amazing storyteller, lyricist. How can I find other fellow rappers? Because I'm fed up rolling by myself. I need some competition. You're in France. I don't really know where the rappers hang out, but what I would do is maybe find some rap forums or rap Facebook groups from France, and just find out where they're hanging out, and maybe they're freestyling outside a show, maybe meet them there, maybe just hit them up on Twitter if you have Twitter, or hit them up on Instagram, just rappers that just hit them up, find, look where they're going. I don't know. I don't know the scene in France, but mostly what I would do is go to open mics, go to places where you can perform. I don't know if they have open mics where you are, but try to find, even if it's like a folk rock open mic, just start putting yourself out there as a rapper, and then you'll start to attract more people who vibe with you. I just uploaded a chill rap beat. Check it out if you have the time. Okay, M+6 just uploaded a chill rap beat. That's tight. That's M+6 uploaded a chill rap beat if you need some beats. So if you guys need beats, the letter M, P-L-U-S-I-X uploaded a beat. Check out his beats. I haven't heard his beats yet, but I'm gonna check it out. I was thinking about bringing up A$AP Rock. No one knows about him, but he's so lyrical. Yeah, A$AP Rock's super lyrical. All those old guys, like, early 90s, early 2000s was a lot more lyrical time. Now it's not really about lyrics. The rappers, lyricism is starting to come back. Like, the fact that Kendrick Lamar is as popular as he is right now shows that lyricism is coming back, right? A lot of people are talking about, a lot of the underground heads really appreciate Kendrick Lamar because he's pushing it and making it more about the poetry, more about the craft. And for me, I really like that. I like the poetry, the craft of writing, and Kendrick Lamar's bringing that out. Eminem brought that out for sure. Eminem's an amazing lyricist. He definitely loves the craft. And Kendrick Lamar, other new rappers, they're starting to, like Amine, he's pretty lyrical, telling stories. I'm trying to think, XXXTentacion, he can be super lyrical too. I really like him. I really like his energy. I feel like he's super raw. And yeah, there's some really lyrical guys out there. Cool, let me see, let me make sure I've answered all these questions. How many bars do you think the average chorus should be? 4 to 8 bars. 4 to 8 bars. Depends. 4 to 8 bars depending on you know, how you do it. I would say 4 to 8 bars. You might not know the answer, but if you do, I am having a hard time writing to beats off the spot. Okay, if you're having a hard time writing to beats off the spot, I recommend to start freestyling over it. Starting out, okay, if you have a beat and maybe you don't know what to write about, the first thing is you have to know how to freestyle. I have a link below to help you guys freestyle. First thing is have a freestyle and just write down the first thing that comes to you, even if it doesn't make sense. You know, the first words that come to you, just write those down. You know, just freestyle something and then write that down. And then from there, that's usually what I do. And then sometimes I don't know about what a song's gonna be about until I've written like half the verse. You know, I'll just start writing and just freestyling and just letting whatever comes out come out. And just keep doing that, let whatever comes out. And then eventually, you can either freestyle, like sometimes to kind of get in the flow, to kind of warm yourself up, you can just put on the beat and freestyle over the whole beat to kind of help yourself get into a flow. And then you can go back and start, you know, maybe freestyling line by line to make it more tight. You can edit what you wrote. But always carry a voice recorder with you. Record yourself flowing so that you remember how the flow goes. Record any melodies that come to you so you don't forget the melodies, you don't forget the flow. Because the first flow and the first words that come to you when you hear a beat, that's usually the gold, and you kind of want to build off from there. So I hope that answers your question. Let me know if that doesn't answer your question. Okay, Ectolecto says, you know, I'm going to enter college concerning video games conception and all, and I think I could put in prototype games my jam. Do you think I could earn feedback by doing this? I'm not sure what you mean. And I think I could put in prototype games my jam. I'm not sure what you mean. Maybe try to ask me that again because I wasn't sure what you mean. But that's cool, you're going to college for video games. How many bars do you think should be in a chorus? Okay, guys. Well, let me know if you have any more questions. I'm gonna go in a minute. My jam, my music band. Oh, you want to put your music in your video games? That is tight. Yeah, definitely put your own music in your video games. I think that's really cool. That's a really great option to have, putting your own music. I'm starting to make beats. I made a new beat program because I learned how to make beats on my iPhone. They're pretty sick beats. Like I've been looking for something that has cool sounds, and I've been learning how to make beats so that I can just write to my own beats. Thanks, guys. My parents told me to keep doing it. Did they tell you that it's okay to rap? Yeah, rapping is you know, it's great therapy. There's no reason why you shouldn't rap. If your parents don't want you to rap, you know it's hard. You have to be able to express yourself however you can. Who are your top 5 personal favorite rappers? My number 1 is Slick Rick. Everyone else is super low on the top 5 list. You know, but it's number 1 is Slick Rick the Ruler. I love his storytelling. I love that he talks about, you know, positive stuff, negative stuff, sexual stuff, romantic stuff, gangster. Like he'll mix in everything. So I really like that. Slick Rick. I like Mos Def. I like Andre 3000. I like the group Black Sheep. For flow, I really like Camp Low. What do you record vocals, mix, and even make beats in? Talking about software, I make beats on my iPhone right now. I like making beats on my. I was trying to find the easiest, most intuitive way to make beats because I find that if it's too technical, then I'm not as inspired to make music with it. So for me, I was looking for something super intuitive, and because of the technology going the way it is, it's making it easier to make music. And so I've been just searching for ways to make music on the iPhone. So I use a program called Figure, and that's awesome for making beats. And I go through how to use it in my beat making program, and I give that away. I'm giving that away for free on this live stream. Anybody who buys my Freestyle rap course, if you're not in my Freestyle rap course already, I'm giving my beat making program for free to that. And that's on Udemy. Usually it's on Udemy if you just want to buy it. But yeah, I like Figure, and then I combine Figure with GarageBand. What about vocals and mixing? So I have a standalone recorder for vocals and mixing. I have a standalone recorder. I have a Korg D3200 that I record on. I prefer, a lot of people like computer-based recording, but I find that if I'm recording on my computer, I get distracted by like Facebook and like the internet and searching and YouTube. So I like to get my recording stuff off the computer, and I record on a standalone Korg D3200. I don't think they make them anymore, but Tascam makes a lot of recording stuff. And later on, I'll put a link to my favorite recording tools under like all my videos. I'll try to have that. Do I have a project dropping anytime soon? If yes, when? Yeah, dude, like I've been making a bunch of beats on my iPhone, and I want to work on a mixtape with all beats that I made, because, you know, Tyler, the Creator, makes his own beats, J. Cole makes his own beats, and I wanted to get the experience of making like an album 100% on my own beats, because I feel like it'll make it really personal and make it feel a lot closer to me, and I feel like it'll be easier to express myself over beats that I made. And I want to see what that feels like, to put out an album of 100% beats that I made myself. I imagine it'll feel pretty good to be able to do that. Okay, there's a question I missed. I'm fed up on YouTube beats because I never find what I'm looking for. For example, there's no Redman type beats, you know, the funky don't give a fuck beats, and it pisses me off. Okay. Okay, wait. I guess I didn't finish that one question. Oh, and then I use a ghetto MXL mic to record my vocals. I use like a $200 MXL mic to record my vocals. And all you need when you have a standalone, you just plug the mic in, you upload your beats, and it has all the effects to compress it and master it within the machine. So Tascam makes digital recorders that are good, and I just use an MXL mic that's like 200 bucks. I'm fed up on YouTube because I never find what I'm looking for. For example, there's no Redman type beats. Okay, maybe you should start making your own beats. If you have an iPhone, get Figure, start making your own beats. If you need to learn how to use Figure, get my beat making program. But Figure is really easy to use. Can you make beats on Android too? That's a good question. I don't have an Android right now, but I need to research how to make beats on Android, because a lot of people have Android, and so I want to look that up. So I'll try to help you out with that. I can't find my own style because of this. I'm limited by going only on YouTube. That's why I need a beat maker. You can get a beat maker. I would either hit up SoundCloud. You can buy beat packs. I'm going to release a beat pack of beats that I made, so, you know, hopefully that'll help. But you can just look for people with beat packs. You can hit up producers that you like on YouTube. There's a lot of great ones. Or you can just make your own. It's actually not that hard with the iPhone these days. So I'll work on that. All right, guys. Thanks for your questions. Thanks for helping out. If I miss any questions, you can ask me real quick, and I'll leave here in like 2 minutes. I'm gonna go find some. Okay, I tried by using Studio FL, but it was so horrible. I didn't understand shit. There was thousands of buttons, and oh my God, even with the tutorials, I was struggling. Okay, check back tomorrow. I'm gonna put a link. Check back tomorrow, or check here maybe in a couple hours, and I'll have a link to some other beat making programs. How much should someone pay to get their vocals mixed? Last one. Like if you don't want to mix your vocals yourself, you can go on Fiverr. There's a website, Fiverr, and you can have people mix your vocals, and/or master. You can have your vocals mixed probably for like 20, 30 bucks at the most. Maybe get your vocals mixed and mastered with a beat. At the most, I wouldn't pay anything more than 30. Maybe you'd pay 50 on Fiverr. You just look for people with really good reviews on Fiverr who do mixing and mastering, who do sound editing, sound recording on Fiverr. But really, you could do it yourself on GarageBand. Like Lil Dicky made all his stuff on GarageBand. Like you can mix it yourself. The main thing is to play it on different speakers, play it on car speakers, play it on really bad speakers, and play it for a couple friends to see if they think they can hear what you're saying, hear the words. A lot of people start out when they're unsure about their voice, you know, at the beginning, like me, like I was. This happens to a lot of people where they put their vocals too low to the beat. So just try to have the beat balanced kind of with a snare, maybe a little bit louder than the snare, and you should be good. All right. Hey, guys, thanks for joining me on this talk. I hope it's helped you maybe write songs, make your own beats, stuff like that. If you need more help, get into my program. You can contact me more there. The Freestyling, I have another program that I'm recommending by a guy named Aaron, who teaches you how to sing better so you could get better at melodic rapping and singing your own choruses. And that's all below. Okay, Ectolectos asks, when you upload on YouTube your songs, do you have to upload like 1 vid a week? Because I only can go to the studio 1 time per month. No, I mean, it's more about how you promote it. And it's more about how you promote whatever songs you put up. It's more about how you promote it, and if it's connecting with people, and if you're promoting it to the right people. You know what I'm saying? Make sure if your music is about something or connects with something, or maybe it's similar to another artist, try to find fans of that artist and ask them what they think. Hit them up. You can maybe direct message them on Instagram or something. Say, hey guys, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? And just get feedback on your music. The more feedback you have is good. But mostly just keep expressing yourself no matter what. Keep expressing your feelings. Keep thinking about whatever you feel, any kind of stories you want to tell. They don't describe to you if they see you take centuries to release your stuff. It depends, man. It really depends on consistency. YouTube likes consistency, and they'll promote videos more that have consistent uploads. But it's more about, I think, focus more on just keep on putting out as much music as you can. Maybe you can get your own personal studio. Like if you can afford to go to a recording studio, then you could probably buy your own personal studio and start messing with that so you could put out music faster if you want to do that. But the main thing is just keep making music, keep on improving for yourself, your own standards, keep trying to get better. I know you're ready to go by. Thanks for your help. Keep doing this. Is helpful. All right, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. I like doing these live videos. I like actually being able to talk to you, so I'm trying to do these once a day. I'm not sure exactly what time right now because I just moved, but I'm going to try to do these once a day so that I can go over different things. 80 euros for 2 hours. That's why I can go only one time per month. Yeah, it's expensive. I would probably save your money and buy like a standalone recorder, and I'll link to some below. All you need is a standalone recorder and a mic, and you can just upload beats on there, make songs all day, all night, and release them how you want to. And you can mix and master them how you want to. All right, thanks again, guys. And let me know in the comments or anything, or later on, just send me a message about if there's any topics you want me to discuss in future videos, and I'll do that. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.